up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and this is a Hot Topics review. So we're going to go over the stuff that is on um the community page. I posted it. If you guys haven't seen the video for, oh, you'll probably see it. If you haven't seen the video with about Jesse, Common, Ben Affleck, Khloe Kardashian, Tristan Thompson, and Sweetie, that's on for members right now. If you see this, by the time if you see this anytime after 12 o'clock, the videos this is already premiered. It's going to premiere at noon today. And so I did ask you all, what did you guys want to talk about? And that was a couple days ago. So there were some things. The first thing from Sandra Mariano, which I thought was a really good topic. It says, I think we should probably do it on a live, like a members live, and I'll try to do like a StreamYard. And then like people can join and we can have our conversation. I thought it was good. She said, not a current trending topic, but in the near future. Oh, am I going through puberty, girl? What's going on? In the near future, can we have an open discussion, like a live call-in show, where we have dialogue with each other about learning to love yourself? Maybe invite callers to mentor each other on recognizing red flags in relationships, female empowerment, the power of education. I guess I'm suggesting this because I'm pursuing a college degree and I should have earned years ago. I'm 52, single by choice, and in a good place in my life. If I can mentor another diva who is trying to figure things out, I would be happy to help. That's awesome. I think that's so awesome that you're going back to school as well, to get your degree. I think that's awesome. I think it's also an awesome like topic to talk about as well, like things to talk about. Red flags in relationships. Female empowerment, I always like to kind of steer away from that because I feel like it kind of holds you in. I would take out I don't know, I would just say empowering other human beings to just like see their worthiness, see their self-worth, and understand and recognize their self-worth. And I think also a good topic to talk about is how you what like what was the journey like to self-love? Like, when did you realize, like, okay, I need to love myself before I can do it, before I can extend it out, right? And even then, that's like um that's a weird relationship too. We don't always, or are not always, 100% with ourselves, right? So I feel like, hold on, let's see, I always have to make sure the camera, and for some reason I don't know, anyways. So yeah, and I feel like, what you say, power of education, I think that is really really great, the power of education. And because so right now there seems to be this weird ass attack on black women being educated, and getting their degrees. I don't know, I don't understand. It's like they're trying to make it seem like something's wrong. um and it's like, it's weird because it's like, well, if the women aren't educated, then what is she gonna do? You I don't know why I feel like crying right now. Because it's like, y'all, what do y'all want? The women just, it's so weird. It's so weird. When I hear, like, when I hear people, like, when people, like, say things about women getting educated, and then, like, especially black women, it's like, don't depend on anyone. And that's period. Always make sure you have your own. And that does not mean make sure you have your own and then someone can live off you and your own. No. Don't allow a grown, able-bodied person to be dependent on you by, you know, being a gigolo, being a homosexual, being whatever it is, whatever the situation is. Have your own, because somebody said the other day that it really stuck with me, because I was like, make sure you always have your own. And that's what I've always I've always been taught, don't let anybody throw you out. You always have your shit in order. And then somebody came in the comments and said, yeah, that's a great advice, but it kind of leaves you open for you to allow other people to come and live off you. And she's right. She's right. She is absolutely right. When you have your own, you believe like, okay, well, he needs to come live with me, or they could come stay with me. I'm not giving up my place or anything like that. No, just have your own. Just have your own, but don't allow anyone to live off your own. Don't do that. Don't. So that's how I feel about that. I don't understand why you don't want women to have an education. These men have showed you that they aren't dependable. And like in Mahogany Pink's video, it's like, how do you focus on the people who are excelling? How are you focused on them? Like the people who are excelling, you see that as a bad thing, but you're not focused on the actual bad thing, and that's the underemployed, undereducated collective of men. But somehow, some way, the focus needs to be on. And the problem is, these women are getting education. These women are too independent. These women are too modern. I tell you, a modern woman cannot depend on, a traditional woman cannot depend on a traditional man. Like, honestly. And then I think about Destiny from Love and Marriage Huntsville, and that man giving her a bunch of problems for not taking on his last name. We don't know the other issues that they had in their marriage. But you married this man, you moved away, you had a baby, you moved in together, you had a baby. You take his last name, you probably named the baby in some way after him. And then 3 weeks after you give birth, can you imagine if Destiny did not have her business? Can you imagine if Destiny did not have an education? Can you imagine if Destiny was solely dependent and traditional and was with that man, and 3 weeks after giving birth, he files for divorce? What? And y'all want these women to depend on this man? And you always make it seem like it's like even in marriage, y'all always make it seem like the marriage is that's the key. What do they tell y'all? Don't have babies before. It doesn't matter. She got married. She dated how long were they together? 5 years. Got married, had a baby, whatever other problems they had, we don't know. But everybody tells y'all, women, what is it? Wed before the, what is it? What do they say? Ring before the, I don't know what they say. Have a baby, get married before you have the baby. As if that's some type of lock-in program. And you can see that it's not. Like when I look, when she said that man filed for divorce 3 weeks, 21 days after having a baby, and y'all want these women to depend on y'all? And then you sell the girls, you sell them marriage, and you tell them, Oh, okay, single mother, single mother, single. She's a single mother now. She was married. She's a single mother now. Can you imagine if she didn't have an education or her own business and she was traditional and depended on Laberick? It makes me sad because these, and then you like shame women for taking care of themselves and putting themselves first. Y'all too independent. Y'all too masculine. People are independent because they cannot depend on you for their survival. They can't depend on you for their survival. So they have to become independent and survive on their own. It's crazy. And also, when you don't have it, let me tell you something. When you don't have the education, even though it's like you have these ideas, if you don't have education, the network of what you're attracting is compromised, right? It can be. But then you're like the college girls with the college network, your alumni network. These niggas ain't shit either. And it's so important that, like I said in Themis's live yesterday, I want y'all to untether yourselves. Untether yourselves from believing that you have to be a part of something. You can be a whole person. It pisses me. I'm crying because and I tell you, I'm crying because I'm mad right now. I'm fucking pissed. Because I'm so tired of these conversations. I'm so tired. I'm like, aren't y'all tired of talking about fucking men and how they behave horribly to each other, to you, to children? It's like, and then y'all come with, it's not all. God damn it. I don't give a fuck if it's some. It shouldn't be any, but there is. And the fact of the matter is, these women, you cannot depend on these men who want traditional women. They want you to depend on them so they can dominate you. There's nothing else. They don't want you to be partners. They tell you they don't care about your education. They don't care about your education, but they're not making, on average, they're not making enough for you not to work. So where are you working with no education? Because you're going to have to work. This idea that, oh, we want traditional women. Traditional? Whose tradition are you modeling this after? What template of tradition are you using? Because if you're black, that has never been your tradition. I'm even thinking about my grandmother. Like my grandmother, my father's mom, she didn't have an education. She didn't work, but she worked. Like she did, like somebody said in the comments, these women, they might have, their husband was the primary sole breadwinner, but the women had to work in some capacity, whether it was cleaning up Charlie's house or Miss Nina's house, but they were working. So I'm trying to figure out, when you have these conversations about traditional, whose tradition are you referring to? And that's why I get mad, because I'm like, y'all be fucking lying. Y'all be sitting up here lying. It's like the literal fucking template of cognitive dissonance. You're lying. There's never been a tradition where black women have been able to solely depend on a man. Never. Not in American history. And you gonna tell these girls to abandon their education for what now? And like really on internet and having panels about how your education doesn't mean anything. Can you imagine if Destiny didn't have an education? Can you imagine if she didn't have her business together and this fucking man, he divorced her 3 weeks? And y'all be telling people that the marriage is, that's the way, that's it, you gotta get married. Because they're less, what do y'all say? They're less apt to leave. It's almost like that's literally the ball and chain. Get married because they can't leave as easily. Oh, showed y'all 3 weeks after she had a baby, he filed for divorce. I'm crying because I'm mad. Like, I'm pissed. Because I want women as a whole, especially black women, just untether and unchain your identity from black men. Because it makes me sick. It literally makes me sick. It makes me sick. The conversations that constantly happen every day. They're circular conversations that absolutely lead nowhere. And just this one comment is just like focusing on you, making sure you go get your education. You could be partnered up with, but don't you ever put yourself in a position to depend on someone. I've never ever, and I've always have been affirmed in it. This is why, right? I have never depended on a man. Never. Never, ever, ever, never, never, never. Never. And then when they show you why you didn't depend on them, you just thank you for validating. You know how many times I've been validated by that? Don't you ever put all your egg. Don't you ever, never. And this is getting married like these motherfuckers like Marcus Houston. You nasty, disgusting dog ass men taking these girls and then like watching them as teenagers and then waiting till they turn 18 to fucking siphon their youth from them and just steal and just destroy them. I don't like it. I don't like it. It pisses me off. Why the fuck would you watch a girl while she's a teenager, then marry her at 18 and then turn around and she has a baby at 20 years old? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having a baby at 20 years old, but I'm sure that's not what she wants to do. I don't know. But when you're 20, when you're 8, when you've been groomed, and the person that you're with is older than you, so you assume that they have your best interest at heart. I look a mess. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why. I got mad. I just got mad at that because I was just like, it's always these conversations about what men think about black women, what black men think about what black women and your education, man. Like I said in the comments, if y'all don't get on the train and get your handkerchief and start going like this, bye. No. And nobody has time to coddle. Nobody has time to king you. Nobody has time to do none of that. Y'all need to get left. Let them stay in their little chat rooms. Let them do all that stuff. What black women need to do is arm yourselves. Make sure you are solely independent. If you want to partner with a person, that's fine. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm not with that shit. They have proved to me that they're not suitable for that. And I'm not trying, and I'm not gonna keep practicing until I find one. What kind of fucking dumbass shit is that? I'm not gonna keep doing it. Because I've realized, motherfuckers, they've all been socialized the exact same, and you're not gonna tell me any different. You just got one that rejected it. But let them get around the right group of people. So, anyways, I'm gonna go. Let me see what else. What time is it? It's 20 minutes. We talked about Tristan. Yeah, Marcus Houston having a baby with 20-year-old that he's been grooming since he was 15. That motherfucker needs to be strung up. I don't care. I don't care. Men who groom little teenage girls and try to marry them at 18, they need to be strung up. I don't care what y'all say. Nasty dogs. Fucking dogs. And then Sweetie's horrible performance. I already talked about that on the other video. That shit is trash. The sister on Black Panther movie. Oh, Letitia, she said she's not going to play in the next Black Panther films because she doesn't want to get her shot. That's a choice. She's gonna have to look back on that down the line, 10 years, 15, 25 years from now. She's gonna be like, that's it. I look a mess, child. It's a mess. It's all over the place. It's okay. It's okay. It's whatever. It's all right. I haven't watched the Travis Scott interview with Charlemagne. I was not interested in watching Travis Scott. Travis Scott is like, when I look at him, like, even though I love Astroworld as a project, but when I look at Travis Scott, he looks like someone who is like this. Like, he looks like he's like constantly like this. Like, okay, let me do it. He looks like he's like this all the time. That's how he looks to me. I don't like to look at him. He creeps me out. Like, I don't understand how you could get close to and intimate enough for somebody like who looks like that, just like standing still, close enough for them to place their penis inside of you, honey. So I can't. It's hard for me to watch Travis Scott in an interview. It really is, because he just seems like he is. I don't know. Like, he's not there. Like, I don't know. It's weird. He's odd to me. It's just odd to me. I watched his documentary on Netflix, and I didn't know he. First of all, I didn't know he talked that much. I literally thought that he was on the spectrum. Like, I'm not playing. I'm not joking. And then when he said his brother was on the spectrum, I was like, yeah, it's something. You on there too. You on there too. I mean, we all on there if you want to, because it's a spectrum, bitch. We all on there if you want to, really want to talk about it. But some cases are more severe and some are more mild than others, and that's real talk. I'm not saying that as a joke. I'm for real. And for him, I just felt like, when I look at him, I just feel like, who is this guy? Like, I feel like, I don't know. And then all the stuff that happened, only reason why I watched that documentary was because all the stuff that happened at in Houston. And I was just like, I need to see, because a lot of people are like, he does that at his concerts and stuff like that. So I feel like he's a person who is apathetic. I feel like he doesn't have any feelings. I feel like he is a person who has no empathy, like, literally, and he can't even fake it. That's why, like, I could see right through it. I'm sorry, but that's what I see when I look at him. I see apathy when I look at him. He looks like he's just like, it's blank. It's no feeling, no love, no emotion. It's just like dead, almost like that, like without life. That's what it looks like to me. So I haven't watched the interview yet. So I don't watch Succession. I don't watch that on HBO Max. It looks good, but once they get on a second season, when the third season starts, I'm gone. Because I tried to do that with Westworld and I couldn't do it. And I always feel like I'm so far behind, but I know that I'm not, because I'm just watching the series. But if I see, like, oh, here's season 3 and 4, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to get all the way there, I stop. I did that. But I didn't do that with the Game of Thrones, because the Game of Thrones, baby, I was in here watching like 4 episodes a night. And I finished Game of Thrones so fast. Y'all remember when I was watching Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones was so good. So good. I can't remember what season I liked the most. I think it was 7. Was it 7 that I liked the most? I want to say it was 7. It was the one that kind of focused on the little girl. They focused on her a lot. Arya, is that her name? I don't remember. The one with the faces, the dude, all the faces. We talked about Tiffany and Common. Black China and her situation at the where was she at? They said she was in Sacramento somewhere, and the girl was crying. I saw her. I saw it actually. I saw it on Rodney's video. I saw it somebody else's video too. I thought it was funny. Black China's on that stuff. We already know it. What else? Oh, Kim Kardashian passed the baby bar, and she wants to completely cut business names out of here. Take the West off my name. I'm done. We need to separate as business entities. I love how that was phrased. Like, we are two businesses together. We need to separate. The marriage needs to be dissolved. That business needs to be dissolved. So I can remove my name and all of that stuff. Even that, like that, oh God. Even that. Like, and you know how many women, it fucking pisses me off. And I know y'all have, there are so many, I feel like crying because I get mad because there's so many reasons. So many reasons why women keep their last names of the person they were married to. Why are you doing that? Why are you changing your name to attach yourself to another man's legacy? Are you part of his legacy? Who are you? Because even your last name is your daddy's last name. So who are you? And then you take off your last name and then take on another man's last name? I don't see how this shit can fuck. It's fucking crazy. Who are you? And then you keep the last name of that person just so that your kids can have some attachment. No, I don't. I gotta go because I'm too emotional. Because I'm getting mad. Let me go. What time is it? 7:30. I gotta go anyways. All right, take care of each other, y'all. Protect your energy. And yeah, let's have this conversation. I'll probably be crying because I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get mad because I hate that game. I hate the game, and I hate that people act like it's not a game. And it's like, you don't see what the fuck, this shit is a scam. This shit is a fucking scam. And these people around here just like acting like you want this motherfucker to take your last name. Like, I keep thinking about Destiny. Like, you did all of this to do what? I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna move down to Huntsville. I'm gonna get married. And 3 weeks after you give birth, he divorces you. Girl, I would burn his whole chicken shack down. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.